I have some concerns. Just a few questions before we start. If there's any we could address, that'd be great. If not, we can just move on. Thanks.
Why isn't our world more elastic, less abusive? Why isn't our world more afraid of last goodbyes? Why isn't our world less plastic, instead human? Why in our world don't we know each other for what's past our eyes? Why isn't there a way or a safe place we can do this? Why in our world do we push down those who try? Why doesn't someone tell us to push through the blues, the bruises, and the hits? Come on, no worse time to stand idly by. Have the right answers. We barely know what we are, let alone why. What if there was a fever that's grown to a cancer? What if in our world girls don't travel alone at night? What if there was some word or phrase that could save us? What if some syllable could somehow shift our short sight? Nothing spoken aloud thus far could do this. Words is all that makes them right. Why do we live where we all drown in each other? Hold your breath. Dive in for the ride. Why am I more than an imaginary distraction? A Pied Piper who survived a fire, using his windpipes to keep you in stride.
Siri, who has a face like Whysir does?
Interesting question.
Oh, come on. You know the answer to this. You know, come on, what is it? I'm an exceptional skeptic, just spitting shit, hectic chicks lick lolly like I'm Carter, cause I rap good like a present that you're probably just gonna shred to pieces anyway. The stuff in the box is the good part, ain't peace, no Chick-fil-A. Frosted Flakes for breakfast, let's get something squared away here. I rap about all sorts of shit, so sometimes I offend ears. Unprepared with the stream of slurs and tedium I spit through. It sucks a shitty dog dick like an ATM from Pitbull. Rappers nowadays, they talk AKs and ARs. Can't we just about face and take things the way they are? I'll cap the haters, I'll capture the haters on my camera phone and give you your 15 minutes and then I'll go home and peep the vid of the shit just said, face red and pissed off. That kind of hate perpetuates the way some MCs try to get off. You be led, I'm brighter, you blow smoke, cannabis. Now I'm almost there anyway, prepared for that money shot when I bust.
Who has a face like Whysir does? Who has a voice like Whysir does? Who has a choice like Whysir does? Nobody. Who has a face like Whysir does?
Oh, welcome back everyone. I just printed off a gun. I still had to buy the bullets though, but isn't the future fun? Shit's ridiculous. We're carrying all of our friends with us, and whether we're better without it, I doubt about how we act online is killing us. I like that you like what I like, and so I like you, and I don't like that we act like a stack of rats are trying to Pick apart every part of human interfacing, cause eyes sunken and vacant can be opened and swollen with education. Riots in Ferguson raise stocks on tasers, so suffering brings profit, we don't need graphs and papers. Players wage war on vagrants made so by ancestry, making all boys and girls into fixtures in a well-known menagerie of tormented every hue, cause we need the full spectrum. What's the use of resisting? Yeah, we may as well let them just ravage our home like badass axe-wielding Vikings. Yeah, you better write that down, think of the tax cuts that might bring.
Who has a face like Whysir does? Who has a voice like Whysir does? Who has a choice like Whysir does?
Nobody.
Nobody. Who has a face like Whysir does? Who has a voice
Here
like
for one last
Whysir
one.
does?
Well then this time I'm coming to the fucking cops with my cap gun. Pop, pop, pop. If you read this close caption, action hasn't lasted long, but hey, the kid's got passion. He was making crack rock in motel bathtubs and hacking limbs off, wearing nothing but gym socks, you know, kid stuff, and I hand out none, but for your girl I'll give 2 fucks. I don't care your color, man, I roll with Ghost Crew, not Ku Klux, and your crew sucks deluxe dicks cause you tricks for kids. I'm a serial killer up in your room doing what your mom should've did. Boarded you from the planet cause the planet is this. There's no space left for you, it's time to retire, we'll call you Sputnik. I'm rushing to the finish like I'm speaking both languages, and if my sight cramps concern you, you don't know what anguish is. So thanks for coming out, I really appreciate it. I guess the song is over now and I didn't say shit. Oops. I've been told. I got that. Dialectical prestidigitation, like I'm a lion ready, pressed against some vegetation. You might see wild couch surfing, perusing through stations. One moment I'm on Discovery Channel, the next the spot is vacant. You sit there bewildered, staring at the wildebeest who should have been taken down with ease for the jungle king to feast. And while you're scratching your head confused by technical difficulties, I'm a dive from behind your autumn and claw your jugular out with ease. I'm a tiny bit cautious, a tiny bit obnoxious, a tiny bit of a kid that spits more bomb than rebel rocket launchers. Think I need a weapon with my words? Well then you're lost. It's Whysir on the track, just kicking asses, no galoshes. Weaving through thirsty women that just want his attention, getting even with the world's say first string haters and bench him. Yeah, good game bro, but I probably should mention your girl couldn't get the stains we made on your sheets out, so we just left him. And as we left, I heard your mom say she thinks you're a failure. Heard her screaming that to the neighbors. She was smoking crack at the back of your trailer on a bucket. I'm pale, I'm a verbal Vlad the Impaler. You pale in comparison, you're hard to chew like now and laters. Hey, it's on, I'm Great Poupon, I bring class and you must hurt. You behind, you can't catch up, I'm hot dog and your buns hurt cause your butt hurt, that I'm what works and you dumbstruck, think the shit sucks and you're out of luck cause I get looked up like a short skirt. I got that dialectical prestidigitation. I'm a dragging damsels randomly tossing them on the pavement. You wanna be brave, take me out, save the day you've been wasting. No Dovahkiin can't hear you shout, you should've stayed in your basement. I'm Alduin and I'm doing me, I'm scorching like the sun. You're just a shitty fighter mage thief who's about to be well done. Flames engulf you, resign to die, yeah you can't outrun the hurtful verbal fire I supply with my dragon lungs. And until I'm making music that appeals highly to more teens than Mighty Morphin, Power Rangers, Lord of the Rings, and morphine, you can bet I'm gonna be seeking that rush of endorphins I only get in the morning when I'm pouring orange juice into my mug and writing while you losers are snoring, knowing full well all of you now are slowly conforming to that weird Whysir style. But if you're green like chlorine, I'll say it one more time, let this one be your warning. I got that dialectical prestidigitation. I mean I'm wicked with will of my words, that my so hammer, paint pen, spray can. Dummies look at me funny, cause to them it's like Deutsch I'm sprickin'. The stakes are high, a fever pitch, on fire like Salem Wiccans. You get the picture now, dude? MMS. You think I'll burn out soon? Filaments. Your girl is swooning, so now you're ill content. I flow influenza, influence you with my ill content. It's been a syllable swapping, swinging, rhythmic hypnosis, not giving her what she needs, so now your hoe can poke us. Royal us, I work that magic, hocus pocus. No rabbit in my hat, I'm rabid. No prognosis, you're not gonna get any better, cause you're hopeless, bogus. So stop telling me I'm wasting my time when I'm rhyming. You know this flow and whip makes every track a magnum opus, so now I'm focused on absorbing funds from opponents. Osmosis, sum it up quick, I'm piping hot, girl. Come blow this. Old Testament love to my haters, send them plagues of locusts. In all likelihood, I'll soon get paid enough to drive a Lotus, but I'm not stopping till they chisel my face on Timpanogos.
Appears to be a very gruesome situation that's just happened in Florida. The botched execution of according to one of the dudes instigated. At 2:02, he started breathing. 3:49, he was finally pronounced dead.
saw a useless article in the news that said that Senator John McCain felt the state of Arizona had committed torture when they executed a dude who murdered a girl and her dad with the last name Dietz back in '89, about 2 months before Halloween. Now the article didn't say it, but that day he shot them both with a .38 caliber, then tried to shoot the cops but got gunned down by the police and somehow survived, then got put under the knife to remove the bullets to preserve what was left of his life-taking life. I can only imagine the turmoil in the ER that night, trying hard to keep this dark soul from stepping into the light. But the surgeons did their job. The killer survived. Sentenced for execution, date they'd later determined fade to white. And the beat goes on. And the beat goes on. And the beat goes. Back to the present, back to the useless article in McCain. Said the execution was like torture, 2 whole hours of pain. An irrevocable mistake on top of another big mistake inside of another lapse in judgment led to tragedy. Now the state of Arizona has to answer for the misery in those last moments. The ruling had said to make him history, not leave the door half open. Now they have to answer for the way that the killer struggled for breath after getting shot up, then getting locked up for shooting 2 in the chest. We got a busted justice system, scarcely any accountability. Living dead, what do we do with them in this gray area of civility? Cause let's be real here. The recently deceased killer died himself once he did the deed and did away with the Dietz, father and daughter, and now the families involved can finally move on. I guess it's the will of federal level fairness, so much pain was prolonged. I just hope I've opened your eyelids to all that went wrong before we dopely misdoped a dead man with opiates, 3 lives lost, and the beat goes on. And the beat goes on. And the beat goes on. And the beat goes. Man, all this stuff happening lately has got me tired. I need a punch break. Yeah, I don't even care what flavor, man. I'm just gonna mix them all together. Make it a suicide. Alright, here we go. Whysir bumping like bizarro cardiac arrest, and once I'm at the top with a bottle of cognac, I'll rest. At least that's what the haters think, but as reaction suggests, I'm a beast, it's fueled by beats, and this evening I'm gonna be beating my chest. King Kong flow, kicking out that killer combo. Killer instinct, call him Kilgore, got more beef than McDonald's. So fasten your seatbelts, gotta fill in some plot holes. I'm the dude beating out hooks for good like Peter Pan. Lost bros, lost boys, not toying around with you bitches who had a chance not to be a killjoy. You had yours and missed it. They're gossiping as they walk away. How does he act so vicious? They're saying he gets more TNA on the daily than Playboy pictures. They're looking to me for the articles, freeing minds of gladiators, so they're calling me Spartacus. Give him a touch of gratitude. It's ridiculous how far it goes. Got that spooky action at a distance for the partygoers. I'm entangling particles, yeah, and that's an Einstein line. And when you're in the ring with Whysir, there's a fine damn line between friendly verbal exchanges nightly and reactive moonlight to me coming at you with an axe, leaving stains that attribute later to spill red wine. Or maybe cranberry juice. I'm Patrick Bateman, American Psycho. I got a few screws loose. You useless noobs covered in bruises can't ignore this dude. So Christians bail and Roman Catholics are panicking at the Vatican. They're readying the crucifix. Oh shit, I'm mixing up my metaphors. Percolating petrol, pumping the combustion heavy pedal to the floor. I'm a mess. I can make you question decisions you made back before, like Chris Hansen's questionnaire, especially for pedophiles on To Catch a Predator. Well, this is a good place as any to put a piece of my past. Seeing this land of opportunity, some get one last. And in that land, in a town, was a kid always down. Cause every year, foster care, man, every year he moved around. schizophrenic mother, so they took her away. They locked her up and doped her up when he was only 8. And so it's this house, that house, sit boys, stay. Pet peeve to a kid trying to ignore all that get up and wait. He'd beg God for help, mom had already tried that 3-hour conversation the other side of her mind. Her psychosis fed by what the Bible supplied. And so we skated over that topic, flipped out and no complied. Started asking why's and not accepting why nots. Picking apart that world thread by thread, untying knots. Cause the world ain't black and white like those Rorschach blots. And he's a night owl, it ain't Watchmen though. Man, just watch.
No one laughs at God in a hospital. No one laughs at God in a war. No one's laughing at God when they're starving or freezing or so very poor. No one laughs at God when the cops knock on their door and they say we got some bad news, sir. No one's laughing at God when there's a famine, fire, or flood.
Hindsight's 20/20, he's nearsighted at best. Daydream through classes, still passed his tests. He knew there were better places for his mind to invest. He'd start to see things through mom's eyes as delusion progressed. Her reality slipped day to day, so he'd learn his. Needed to be able to tell her what isn't, more to the point what is. He'd carefully analyze anything his eyes could see, till every sound deployed depicted detail indefectibly. Skipped high school altogether cause the teachers were drugged up, fucked up, college dropout, former athlete, dumb fucks. And admittedly I was angsty and stuck up, but fuck it, I knew my duty in this life was to stick up for the beaten down broke geeks, the marginalized supposed freaks, the voiceless voices self-worth moist from toilet bowls each week. It's something we've all seen. Larry Clark showed us on screen, the type of world we can't laugh about cause kids can be so mean.
No one laughs at God in a hospital. No one laughs at God in a war. No one laughing at God in a hospital. No one's laughing at God in a war. No one's laughing at God when you're starving or freezing or so very poor.
So preparing for the fall, you're still gonna hit the pavement. Well, I grew up broke as hell and every day I fucking hated it. Berated for having dingy old holy clothes. Got help from the churches we needed, but that old Holy Ghost made mom more manic in her delusional panic, thinking she was haunted by demons cause some angels told her so. And this always led to a trip to Provo mental hospital, so excuse me if I'm hostile. Religions peddle the unseen to those that can't see, and those that see things are left living nightmares with those themes. It's obscene. Seeing mom was wise, her eyes just lied somewhere between real life and, well, the imaginary. Mom, I miss you badly and I'm sad that you can't be here today, but it's okay, your memory pads me. Helps me question all things as they happen, and when the world gets crazy, I just picture you laughing.
No one laughs at God when an airplane starts drawing control of your shape. No one's laughing at God when they see the one they love hand in hand with someone else and they hold their mistake. No one laughs at God when the cops knock on their door and they say we got some bad news, sir. No one's laughing at God when there's a famine, fire, or flood. But God could be funny. We're told to give you money if you just pray to God. When presented like a genie with his magic like a genie, or grants just like Jimmy the Cricket and Santa Claus. God can be so hilarious, ha ha. Ha ha.
Miss you, Mom.
As it implies, the existence or non-existence of God is too big a question to be decided by dialectical prestidigitation.
Watch an obese man wash his hands with so much vigor you'd think his plan was dropping weight by mashing his heavy wet hands together. Or maybe this bulbous dude just thinks the germs will be the death of him. Slipping his blood, they'll squirm and swim, and that's fucking disgusting to him. Hands dry, waddles outside, slumps down in his truck and gobbles 2 large fries, 3 burgers, and a Diet Coke. It must have been supersized, I'm not surprised. You're stressed out and stretched out, 40-hour work week, digging a hole and you're too deep to dig out. I love you. What happened? Oh, watermelon. Just what do you think you're doing? I love the shoe. What do you think you're doing? Just what do you think you're doing? I love you. What do you think you're doing? What happened? Oh, watermelon. Just what do you think you're doing? I love the shoe. What do you think you're doing?
sorry, cup and soil getting muddy. Fuckers flaunt their fun and food and drinking, lounging, hold their tummies doubled over. Now they're laughing at your frustration. Fuck it, I'd give an arm and a leg to no chicken or egg. You lean in, then an ass, want a nugget? So walk in the club, code check, check. Republic Slovakia, you probably shouldn't drive tonight. You've had too many vodka, Red Bulls, and your head goes back and forth as you down them. The divorce rate has led all these horses to water, and it looks like we're trying to drown them. Beat is bumping, slumping over, standing up against a wall. Seems the dry hump and drinking hand is bled into the hall. People around you grooving, sweating smooth, there's no concern at all. Alcohol calls out the carnal, so half of these asses will give it their all. Some augment their bodies so they can cover up naughty bits with more legit tidbits of flavor and go out and party. Hardy har, they cultivate a field of physicality, then complain for days about people who praise their T's and their A's, not personality.
Just what do you think you're doing? What do you think you're doing? Just what do you think you're doing? What do you think you're doing? Just what do you think you're doing? What do you think you're doing? Just what do you think you're doing?
We hex and vex the opposite sex for sending mixed signals. It's hard to face rejection from something that looks so good when it wiggles. Low caliber men want a la carte tale, no heart, can't really lie. They want the nasty, the gritty, the giggity, but don't want to end up a family guy. So step into play, something clever to say you saw last night online. Wine stain on her teeth, 10 cents on her breath, yep, she's no dime. It's fine with you, you're looking to screw, and you gotta drink it, she's drinking one too. And now that that's part of the evening, we're two. No, not the sex, we're rejecting you.
What's a Sigh Quest? I don't even know. It's just like where you end up trying to do stuff for people and for yourself.
Made it to Portland, got support now, but I'm courting my misery. Anywhere I go these days, I pull this new mistress with me. All she does is nag me though, and I'm not just being witty. It's time this love affair with hip-hop dies out, it gets more blistery. Remembering the days back in my middle school, I was a scrawny, impoverished kid just trying to fit in and get through the tumultuous waves preteen interactions brew, till the days that I could finally look past them. Fluid in the lungs, coughing and hacking, call that pneumonia. Need a pack of smokes on swear if it comes, I'll pay back what I owe ya. Mom could hustle between puffs, she was a classy chain smoker. It's easy to see in poverty all the vices they go for and the prices they go for. Ignore the prices they go for. Wanna look nice, then swipe some shoes or try at the clothes store. And I have a quote for MCs with a chip on their shoulder. Crap me, it's fine if you got the spine like a manila folder, it won't work. I told her I'm the speaker they call on. Skills of persuasion kill my foes by giving them a sword to fall on. Fake friends are breaking character, Jimmy Fallon. Now the stress need to chase the shacks and shots with a Valium. Oh, now you need him? Well, that's too bad, I'm fucking busy trying to save my ever-waning inner child while Disney. I'm no hero though, and this is no fairy tale or mystery, just putting fires out on bridges so when I die out somebody'll miss me.
Still only lives because you and I choose to feed it. You're asking for permission that you've never really needed. History is prophecy of lessons go unheeded. Our ancestors' misfortune is then bound to be repeated. And those that choose to walk will shape the world of those still seated. Walkers walking now will walk till everything is depleted. Unlock your jaws, there's countless flaws. Exercise your freedoms. Open your minds or they start prying. It's on the line, we need them. Let's move past this basic shit we all grew up believing. It isn't a game and I ain't playing, I see the bullies cheating. The sand drawn line these fools define belongs in a museum. Whichever side you pick, you die overtaking lives, let's keep them. It all has value every moment, it isn't a fucking speed test. And if we don't stand for good and own it, we become the thing we detest. Enlightened minds gleam and shine when inclines are the steepest. And Gandhi said to make a change, you don't just say it, be it.
I don't know what you mean by make a change.
out then. Get this thing out of my face.